Sori.
That's Booby.
And Colby and Chip.
New Metal Week. We are doing Static X Push It. This is from the Wisconsin Death Trip record. I had this friend Nelson that was a Static X guy.
Really?
He was a fan. I never really got into Static X. Rest in peace to the big homie. I guess his girlfriend died.
Your friend or the Static X?
No, Static X. Like his girlfriend, Wayne Static was his name. His girlfriend died, and then I think he killed himself or vice versa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. Pretty sad situation. But Static X they've got a new singer, and they're about to go on tour. So, shout out to them. They recovered. I remember reading that. It was I forgot who died first, but it was a really, really sad situation, and it was mind-blowing to me because, like I said, I never really followed this band. This is really the only. There's this song, and then I actually really didn't know much about this song, but they had another song called "Bled for Days," which I really, really enjoyed.
That sounds like a really good.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Well, he died 3 days before his 49th birthday. He consumed half an oxycodone pill as well as alcohol that morning before going to bed with his wife. She woke up later to found that he had died in his sleep. Yeah. Okay, so he died in his sleep. His family issued a statement stating the rumors of his death were drug-related were false, noting that he and Ray had stopped using illicit drugs in 2000. Noting that they stopped in 2009, autopsy later confirmed that Static had died of multiple prescription drug toxicity, consisting of the painkillers oxycodone, hydromorphone, and anti-anxiety medication alprazolam combined with alcohol. Though the report also noted that the past chronic prescription drug and alcohol use was a contributing factor.
Wow.
Yeah, so he died first, and then his girl died after. She killed herself after that. So.
That's her?
Yeah.
Wow.
She died. So yeah. There you go.
She's 5'7" and 110 pounds. She's my height. And 1,000 pounds less than me.
33 years old, and she basically ended up dying, so.
She was 33?
Yeah, she died at 33. Yeah.
And he was 49?
Yeah.
Wow.
But, sad situation.
That is sad.
But, so, it's pretty cool. We get to pay tribute to the big homie and his girl. Rest in peace to both of them. Inshallah, they found the piece that they needed. Wanted to report it accurately, and let's go. Push it.
Go.
By my sin, I'm spilling blood in a chip.
What?
Very repetitive.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say? Yeah.
Yeah. Even I was like, well, that's a little too much.
That's new metal.
When it first started,
You had
I
that
liked
one
it.
riff. You had that one riff. Not much variation. You know, they just palm muted it, so instead of playing it open, dun 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, that's 2-minute song. You know, there you go. Like that's how it was. Like, oh, I got this. Oh, play that riff again. That's the idea. No, but
I can see what you're saying. Where if somebody says, "Hey, I want to play the guitar," these are perfect.
Yeah.
Because you can do a whole song.
You can play the song.
Because 1, the song is short. 2, the song is repetitive.
Yeah.
And 3, it's not super complex. It's not like hearing Iron Maiden being like, "I want to play the guitar."
Yeah. You just drop D so that all your chords are now in single finger. You can single finger instead of having to whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just play the same riff over and over again. But the trick is to do it in like 2 or 3 minutes. So that people don't realize that it's like mega, it is what it is. But this is a very, very popular song.
Well, I liked his vocals.
I remember the ooh. I don't know how to say it. The ooh.
That was fun.
I remember that part because this song was on the radio a lot.
Yeah, I saw you doing that part.
Yeah.
I thought that the way that they sang it and stuff was good, except I think the you push it part, I was kind of like,
Well, he had a very distinct voice. It was very, very distinct. Like you could definitely play. And this is the most popular Static X song. Bled for Days. I don't know. I think Bled for Days was on this record, which had a lot more lyrics to it and was more. Not very complex, but it was something. But anyway, so you didn't really like the song that much.
Yeah, when it first started out, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And I could see it being something fun that I would have liked as a teenager. But then as it progressed, I was like, wait.
It's a good
no,
introduction.
Maybe it's the I see it, I need it part. There was one part that I really. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. There was a part that I was kind of like, meh. And then at the end, you push it was in there a lot, so. Hey, you know what? This is totally, it's related to music, but remember we were talking about Slipknot and where they got their name from?
Yeah.
I don't know where they got their name from, but I thought I had said, well, maybe it was because of, is a noose, is that what a slipknot is?
Yeah.
It's not. A slipknot is it just takes one pull and the whole thing falls apart. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's what they mean. I'm on the edge and there's just a little... Anyway, I should have brought Slipknot into this video, but I couldn't help it.
Well, I knew it wasn't a noose.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
I did.
You did?
I said it's not that.
Oh, well, if you said I didn't believe you, I see it
video.
for myself.
It's all on video.
But I thought, well, that is an interesting angle. Because they're always at the edge.
Back to Static X.
I'm sorry.
I think this song is about pushing the limits and being a person that has to have everything up to the extreme. Because he starts off, corrosive, tainted by my sin, I'm spilling blood and I can hardly contain it. Corrosive, hollowing the hand. Stiffened, I eat away, eat it into the surface. Explosive, more violent, all-consuming, crawling, straight to the circle. Explosive, move on reaction. I slow it down. And then, my mind is corrosive, I trip on corrosive, I freak, see through me, my eyes are explosive, I feed on it, blackout, crucify me. So I just think it's about, pushing everything, whether it's our lust for violence, or drugs, or, whatever, you're gonna push it, and continue to push the limits, which... Especially that last verse, my mind is corrosive. I trip on corrosive. I feed on it, blackout. That's pretty tough.
So that I see it, I need it.
Yeah, you see something, you need something. Your inability to control yourself and to have things in moderation. You gotta push everything to the next. Yeah. To the next level.
Yeah.
And
do you think everybody's like that with something? Or do you think that it's a personality type?
No, I think it's a personality trait.
Okay.
I think there's, and there are ways to channel that into something good. I've been around people that are very, very extreme and channel it into really productive, or, I don't know what adjective to attach to it, because
well,
you're wreaking havoc all across the world, but but it's all part of it. You can channel that stuff into doing something, let me say it this way, that leaves the world differently because you were there. Let me say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it also kind of has a corrosive effect, I think, which is true. Like it ends up, if you have to push everything to the extreme, it definitely ends up in a corrosive effect, which, unfortunately might have been the case with the big homie, but my mom was like that. My mom was very, very extreme, not much moderation. Like everything was on 10 with my mom all the time. And so, and she basically went out that way. So,
Are you kind of like that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm like that, for sure. That's why, I'm very selective about stuff that I get into. Because I got a very, like before I got injured, I was pretty, the running stuff was pretty crazy. I used to go to Google and look at because there's running addiction, and they were like, here are the signs that you're developing running addiction, and
did you have it?
Well, I had, but it's Google, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it was definitely one of those things. Like I'd wake up and, I'd be jittery, and if I was late for my runs, I'd be,
If you were late for your runs?
Yeah, because I had it, I had it scheduled and stuff. And of course, I had other stuff going on in my life at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got pretty. We're pretty extreme. Like the amount of content we put out in a year.
Yeah.
Today's our 1 year anniversary. We've put out.
Oh, it's today?
Yeah.
You're not this.
By the time people are watching it,
we're recording early.
Yeah,
so
by the time people are watching it, they probably won't know, but in a year, we've produced, Liz, 826 uploads, right? And
I told you it was close to 900.
which we're up to 52 plus, so it's 900 something. Mm-hmm. Plus we did the Middle America, plus we did My Sori Life. So we've put out over 1,000 videos, easy, in less than a year, And they're not 5-10 minute videos. They're long form videos. So, we're pretty extreme. We definitely push the limits, and there really isn't a lot of mediating voices about telling us to slow down.
Well, people say it.
Yeah, people say take care of yourself, and
no, they say there's no reason to, put out so many videos, and they'll say it. That? They'll say it on the. I think Patreon probably. They're always worried that I'm working too hard.
Oh, yeah, they're worried about you, but I've never heard that personally.
No. Well, yeah, because they're probably put out more content than Superman.
They don't give a damn about me. But
you're not pregnant.
I wouldn't listen anyway. That's just my personality. I wouldn't. I don't care. You know what I mean? This font is different. You see that? That font is different. It's one up from the other one.
Oh.
Anyway, I think that's pretty much what the song is about. But again, this is one of those. If we started our channel about listening to new metal songs, then we'd have 15-minute videos all the time.
Right.
Because there wouldn't be much to talk about musically or any other one. But, now I realize all the hate for new metal. At the time, I didn't get it. Mm-hmm. Now I do. But even now, after being exposed to all the other metal, the real metal, whatever you want to call it, I still see the genius of new metal. I still see, you take that one riff, and you ride it into the ground for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you say something, and then you move on to the next song. I still think there's a lot of real intelligence in that.
Why?
I think it's smart. What do you mean? Because it lasted for about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years. And, on a practical level, you could write a bunch of songs in one sitting and then go out and tour the hell out of it. You've written, 13 riffs for the entire album?
Yeah.
I mean, that's I think that's smart. And some of the stuff is really, really good. So this song was major at the time. Major, like you heard it all around. Like I said, I was not a Static X fan at all, but even I remember some of the things here, because if you were listening to K-Rock at the time,
I was gonna say, making all these short songs definitely would increase your chances of getting on the radio, because you have 15 short songs to choose from that the radio could say, hey, that's great for us.
Well, yeah.
And when you're putting out 8, 10, 15-minute song.
Well, that's why it was so crazy that Metallica's One was in regular play in 99, 2000 on K-Rock. And they were playing it from pretty much start to finish. A 7+ minute song. I mean, new metal kids aren't used to that. But it was such a special song that we were able to overlook it. You see what I'm saying? Whereas, other songs, you have to be more patient to see how it developed. But anyway, that's Push It. What do you give it?
7.
Wow, that's a high rating. It's about a 5 for me.
Well, like I said, I liked the beginning of it. Then it just got to be too much. But it's really crazy because it's only a 2.5-minute song. So when you say it got to be too much, it's like, wait.
Well, this is like their most popular song, and I get it, but yeah, it's a 5 for me. It's an average song. It's an average song. But anyway.
Yeah, if 5 is average.
Rest in peace to the big homie. Much love and respect for sure.
I think I'll go with a 6.
Keep the saying.
Creepy.
I was saying rest in peace to the big homie. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.